What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and EA Sports has announced officially the top 10 rookies. Travis Hunter is number 1. Shedeur Sanders is not on the list, but we already knew that because the ratings leaked out about a month ago, and I made sure you guys knew. A lot of people are very upset about it. Go ahead and let me know your feelings about it. Go ahead and like the video if you're going to use Shedeur Sanders anyway. In Ultimate Team, franchise, regs, are you going to bench whoever they put in as a starter? I do believe, though, by the time the game launches, the Cleveland Browns are going to get an update to the QB position as far as Shedeur, and he will be at least a 70 overall. As of right now, he's below 70 at a 67. But he's been getting really good reviews during training camp and stuff like that. So I want to know if you guys have a lot of support for him by liking the video. If it's a bunch of likes, you're probably going to be on Shedeur's side. If not, you're probably like, yo, he was drafted like 170, whatever. Like, he shouldn't be in the top 10 either. But again, we're going to talk about some of those things as we go through the list. Now, overall, based on the ratings, right? It is okay to understand that although Travis Hunter was not the number 1 pick, it's still a situation where it's like, okay, they're going to give him that kind of, it's sort of like he's going to get that recognition because he was one of those guys that got a lot of attention in Colorado playing both sides of the ball. Obviously with Deion Sanders being the coach in Colorado, it made a lot of noise. As far as primetime goes, our well wishes are with him. Hopefully he recovers well. Definitely loved watching him growing up as we speak about him. So wishing him nothing but the best. But Travis Hunter being an 84 overall makes sense. Okay, like, I'm not really going crazy about it. I'm not going to make any kind of like consolation with it as far as like making an excuse for it. Shedeur Sanders, although the name is big, and they retired his jersey and all that stuff, he just didn't have the numbers, right, for him to get rated in the top 10, especially with his draft position. So that's ultimately what that situation is about. Now, number 2, Ashton Jeanty, or Jeanty, how do you say? I think it's Jeanty. I want to pronounce his name right. If you guys know him, let me know. Tell me how to pronounce his name. But listen, this is the situation, right? He's going to be a serious problem, all right, with the Las Vegas Raiders. He's going to be a monster. Abdul Carter, because of the New York Giants, like, look, guys, you got to understand something, right? I got to always be realistic with you guys. I believe that Abdul Carter is a great player. I really do. I believe the Giants organization has no idea what they're doing. Okay, so I don't know. Speaking of Carter, there he goes right there, running in to sack Dak Prescott. We're going to see a lot of that with the Cowboys and the Giants this year. But listen, that's beside the point, all right? I think he's going to be a great player. I don't know what is going to happen as far as the way that they have everything set up for him with that franchise, because the Giants don't know what they're doing, okay? So if you're a Giant fan, let me know. I feel bad for you. No, I don't. It's just something that we say, and I don't really care. But the bottom line of the whole situation is I do believe that he is a great player. Is he going to perform well with that franchise? I don't know. If you guys can give me a reason why he's going to be good with that franchise, let me know. I can't, I just can't think about it. Mason Graham, Cleveland Browns. Not bad, but we're going to go into that later as we get to see, exactly what happens with that. Mason Graham is an 80. Abdul Carter is an 81. Ashton Jeanty is an 83. Will Campbell, 79 with the Patriots. Patriots fans, how you guys feeling about your team? Talk to me, bro. I think the Patriots suck, dude. But is it really about that? I don't know. But let me know what you guys are thinking, man. I'm really interested in knowing how you guys feel going into the year. Jalen Walker, all right, Atlanta Falcons. Kenneth Grant, Miami Dolphins. Jahdae Barron, Denver Broncos. Michael Williams, the Niners. And Maxwell Hairston for the Buffalo Bills as a 78. All those last 4 guys were 78s. Jalen Walker's a 79. Will Campbell is a 79. So those are your top 10 rookies. Okay, now, as far as what we're going to get when the game drops, right, and the teams that you're using, I see that we're getting a lot of franchise guys. We got a few superstar guys that's going to be around, but we're going to be doing a little bit of franchise action, not as far as gameplay goes, because like I said, we are dominantly a MUT channel. But again, I need my franchise guys that watch this channel to give me updates, because I will mention it to the fam. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's all one thing. If you guys give me information that's beneficial to all franchise players, it will be shared here. I have no problem with it. As far as superstar, again, guys, my superstar guys, I have no idea, what you guys are doing with superstar mode. And I'm not really a guy that's going to be like, yo, let me stop playing superstar. Unless they do things like they did, I think last year we had to do something in superstar mode to get like a free MUT player. That's the only reason I can see myself actually playing it. That being said, I still need you guys to share it, because if it's something that's going on that can benefit the community, I will share it. Okay, now let's get to the rookies. Okay, Travis Hunter, is he going to be a good player in Madden? I'm not worried about with the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are a pretty decent team right now. I think they kind of like made noise towards the end of last year. A lot of speed, a lot of young dudes. But Travis Hunter, if Travis Hunter is good in the NFL, it's going to be beneficial to all of us in Ultimate Team, franchise, regs, whatever, because his rating is just going to keep going up. Do I believe a guy of his size is going to be able to deal with all those dudes, Derrick Henry running right at him full speed, all that stuff? No, I do not. Okay, I think he's going to avoid, whatever. He's going to run away. Like, bro, he's way too little. Now, as far as corner goes, I have to wait to see what goes on because skinny dudes be kind of, strong. But this is man strength. Like the NFL, them dudes, like I said, drug test permitting, you know what I'm saying, bro? Dudes are juicing. Like, I don't know. I look at some dudes, I'm like, yo, it ain't no way he's not juicing. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is I don't know if he's going to be able to live up to the expectations that many people are expecting. Remember, when prime time played, it was a different type of NFL. There weren't these big, brolic, savage dudes running around going wild, bro. Like, not as much. You had a few freakish big dudes, but it wasn't like this. The way that these guys are and the way that they're built, I don't know how Travis Hunter is going to survive. Now, being a dual threat, it sounds good. I really don't see that happening a lot in the NFL, but I do appreciate that EA gave him the #1 spot because of the hype, and people are going to be drawn into it. That's fine. I have no issue with that, but he still has to live up to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's break down Shedeur, though, before we close out the video. I do believe that Shedeur is going to be successful. I just don't know how soon. Because he just has that thing about him where everything was against him and he just kept smiling. He just kept going to work. He just kept doing what he's supposed to do. Keep his head down. Keep that whole, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of pride and he just kept it, bro. And he's like, yo, I'm going to go out there and do it for me. He's not doing it to prove anybody wrong. He's doing it for him. And I like his approach after they did that because the whole world watched as his stock just dropped and dropped. And he kept his head high, bro. And he kept his integrity and he just kept, trucking along. I want him to do well, okay? I do believe he's going to be, look, he's going to be a good quarterback. It's just that he plays for the Cleveland Browns. That's what I'm concerned with. The same way with Abdul Carter with the Giants, I'm very concerned with these organizations. I don't think that they put these young men and their future first. It's all about just everything else, and they don't build around great players. You know what I'm saying? The Giants had their runs with Eli and everybody like that. Plaxico allegedly shot himself, like it got real weird. I don't know what he was doing, but everything is different now. These franchises, they got really good players. I just don't know what it's going to turn out to be. But congratulations to Travis Hunter. Let's see what works with it, bro. I just don't believe in the NFL, in today's NFL, he's going to be able to be, on both sides of the ball. Hopefully you enjoyed the vid. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, one love, y'all.